Hello everybody, how y'all doing today? Good, I hope. I'm doing good as well. Today I'd like to talk to you guys about the sun and what is or was being popularly shown on Fox News, CNN, different cable in the United States at least, is that the sun is, they call it in a cool down mode. Now cool down mode to me, can mean a lot of things. Thing is though, the sun's not supposed to have a cool down mode. If you look at what a sun is, it's okay. In space, nothing is, time and space do not matter. So, like, a second could be an entire 35,000 years in space. 1 second here is 35,000 years in space. So, the time that a black hole is formed, a sun is created, so on and so on. Who's to say what is what? We don't understand that yet because our our conscious ability to use time the way that we use it is just a 12-hour man-made effect that we use to judge time in our space, which is Earth. There is no time and space in space because space is what it is. Space. There's a heck of a lot of it. So what we're seeing here is if the sun really is in a cool down as they're saying it is, and this is a retraction basically on what they were saying, in that they were hyping us up with it's the end of days and solar mass ejections and all that stuff could happen still. But if the sun is truly in a cool down, and I'll post the Fox News headline, and I'll try to put the that page in the bottom of this page. I'll try to remember. I'm sorry if I don't, then just remind me and I'll make sure I do. What we're seeing though is our sun is it looks like to be dying. When they showed it on TV, they showed the sun, and they showed it wasn't about half. It was less than half of the sun was. It looked like it'd be dying. I'm not a scientist though, and I'm not gonna make up a science like NASA and all them do. This is, like the slingshot around the moon. Well, if the moon doesn't have gravity, how would they slingshot around the moon? Let's think about that. So that would make Apollo 13 fake. Got it. Cool. Good. Next story. It doesn't make sense. What they're doing to us doesn't make sense. So this part of the sun is still beaming, and that's what we're still seeing today. And the sun is trying to live. Like, think of a person that's trying to get oxygen, and they're, if you played football or track or whatever you may ran in gym, who knows? You know how breathing works, right? So our sun is trying to breathe, is trying to get oxygen to create more fire, if you want to look at it like that. Now, what I believe, and I know people are going to say, "Oh, it's ridiculous, it's wrong, it's this, it's that." Nobody knows, so don't listen to those people. We're all giving theories here. No one here knows anything. So in my theory, I believe that behind our sun, it's right about here actually. There is a black hole. And you can actually see it more or less. You see it more at dusk than you do at dawn. You see it more when you see it at dawn. It's higher. It seems to be higher, and that's fine because, as we know, everything's moving in space, and the black hole is moving to survive its own. So what we're seeing is our sun is being stolen from us. I should put this on this side, but whatever. You guys get what I'm saying. So instead of the sun beaming out is literally beaming backwards. It's this black hole is taking from us, and that's why people are seeing the two suns. They're not seeing a sun. They're seeing black. They're seeing so some people call it a brown dwarf, all that, and that might be part of this, and that's fair. Um, and everybody has said, and we're going space scientists, Russia, everywhere. Everyone knows that we have smashed into another galaxy. Um, we're in the Milky Way. Um, I'm trying to think of the galaxy's name. But we have collided, and we have, we're now in another realm, two at once actually, and the reason why we're seeing all these Mandela effects and everything else is because our reality is changing. Um, I always say it, but in the inception of a black hole, and the birth of a black hole, right? And it's about to eat a sun, about to eat a world. The black hole begins to, how are we going to say this? It's going to fragment reality just a little bit at a time at first, just a little bit at a time. And then you're going to see changes all around you. You'll see changes. You'll be walking down the street and you'll have a deja vu, like, that's not supposed to be there. That's supposed to be on the other side. And I have a tattoo. Now, for me, I remember this tattoo on this side my entire life. But for whatever reason, now it's on this side, or the ring around our eyes. Everybody now has this ring around their eyes. Today, I woke up and my wife said, "Wow, look, your eyelashes, they're so curly now." And I was like, "Curly? That's weird." Because, and she said, she's noticed throughout the years. Has she known throughout the years, or is this an effect of us going through what we're going through? Is that reality fragmented into her brain because we're splitting into another dimension reality? And that's not to say that this all won't succeed. And like I said last time, there's a passage in the Bible, I forget, maybe Judges, I really do forget, where basically it talks about a very cold, snowy night. It sounds terrible in the Bible, the way they describe it. And they say basically that on Earth, the what we see behind Earth, like, what we call space, folds up, and it turns like it says, it folds up like a map. What does that sound like to you? It sounds like to me that it's dark, maybe dusk, and a black hole eats our sun. There's a huge cataclysmic light that goes on, and everything that we know goes towards the black hole. Okay. That's one thing. Maybe, who's to say that's the reality that we're even in now? Nobody knows what's happening because of what is happening here. And it's brilliant because in the Bible it says it just like that. It says, nobody will know. It's not possible to know because only God will know. And this is bigger than us. It's bigger than what we could even perceive. It's not in our mindset to even be in a reality that this could even happen. But again, with this all being said, you have, Starboy, you have Death Cab for Cutie, you have all these people that have been coming out for years telling us about a black hole sun. And I try to give you the subliminal messages on my page, but I'm past that now. We're getting too close, I think. And even if we're not getting close, maybe we have 100 years, maybe we have 5,000 years. Maybe this black hole turns into a sun, and this now is a smaller sun object that will, float around. It's all possibilities because we don't know. We just don't know. And I've done my research on this. Not the scientists don't know. Nobody knows. And being that this is eating this, all realms of possibility are completely endless. And I know that's not reassuring at all. It's not reassuring for me either. Let me see how much time is on here. 9. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one, and I'm going to start with this presence, this talk that we're having, and we're going to go into the other side of this the more spiritual side. And I want people to have the science first anyway, so that's fine. So I mean, check me out for the second part 2. I really think that y'all should watch it. It's important. I think it. We'll see.